Hi everybody, it's me again, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS.com, and it is a website that if you're trying to get an athletic scholarship, we can help you find the best fit colleges based on your academics, the area you want to play, and the sport you play. We'll give you a list of schools that you qualify to attend that have your sport. And what I want to talk about here is the situation at the Grambling for the Grambling women's volleyball team. And I don't want to get into this. I don't know quite what's going on there, but the basis of the story is the new volleyball coach came on and took away the scholarships for all of the girls that were currently on the team from the previous year. She took their scholarships away, and I'm not sure where that's gone now. It seems like a big soap opera over there, but I don't want to get too far down there. A couple of reasons it could be, you know, there's always two sides of the story and then the truth somewhere in the middle there. So I don't know if it's necessarily that the coach came in and just being a pain and just got rid of all the girls, or the girls were being a pain because the new coach came in and wasn't giving her the respect she deserved, or if the athletic department, I do know some of the HBCUs right now are looking at trying to build their athletic programs back up to the highest level. And so I know that's a concern there, but I don't know quite what's going on there. But the part of the story that is more interesting to me is she also sent letters to the girls that had signed those NILs that thought that they were getting ready to come to that school to participate as freshmen. Some of those girls were sent letters saying basically, you're not coming here now to play. So that puts them in a bad position. And this is why I always talk about with AthleticSOS. Now, what do those girls do? And this is really important because for women, volleyball at the D1 level is full ride. Everything's paid for. So this is a big blow to those girls that are already there. I get that. They can go into the transfer portal, although I've been hearing that they may be late for the transfer portal, but it may be tough for them to lock on to play again. Now, the best thing would be for Grambling just to honor and say, okay, you guys aren't on the team anymore, but we're going to honor your scholarships enough to say you can come and finish up school since you're already here if that's what you want to do. That would make the most sense to me, but I'm not sure what's going on there overall. And I know some of those girls still want to play. They want to go someplace else, so they should at least assist them in that opportunity. But I want to talk about the kids that didn't even get a chance to get on campus to start working out to prove that, you know, they could be there. I don't know what's going on with that. If that is true, where that new coach sent those letters out to those girls, that's bad news. So I want to talk about using AthleticSOS to keep yourself out of a situation like this. So in AthleticSOS, we talk about this all the time. You're going to find that list of schools, and then you're going to start looking into, and you're vetting. And this is one of the things I want to tell you guys about, taking a deeper dive. So one of the things you should be looking at is that school always at the bottom of their conference? Like they never make the conference playoffs? You know, it's usually, let's say there's 10 teams in there, 7 or 8 of them always make the playoffs every year. So if your team is not making the playoffs year after year after year, that coach is in a little bit of trouble. You might want to be thinking a little bit past the idea of going to that school. I really think you should be looking in the upper half, and we talk about that inside the software. Those are some of the things that you should have been vetting before you went there, right? We're not on. My coach has been there 4 or 5 years. I think usually they get contracts for 4 or 5 years. That usually give them enough time to take on the kids that are already there, but start bringing their own recruits in and see if they can turn things around if the school is struggling. Sometimes you'll look and see a coach. Look at the coach's bio. I always tell the kids, read the coach's bio. If they came from a high-level program and they're coaching at a lower-level program, but they're having great success and they recruit you, if they get an offer, if they've been really good for a few years, they're going to get an offer from a school at a higher level, and they may take that offer. They're ready to step up because eventually most coaches either want to go and coach at their alma mater, or they want to coach at least at the level that they played eventually. So if you have a NCAA Division III coach or a Division II coach that had a great career playing at the D1 level, you can almost be assured that they want to coach at that D1 level eventually. And so keep that in mind as they're starting to have success. They'll get offers, and coaches can leave whenever they want. The school will let them leave most of the time. They won't hold them there like they will you, right? And so those are the kind of things you want to look at. And then the other thing is if they get an offer at their alma mater, which may be in another state or somewhere, if a coach is having success for a long time, they're apt to leave. And they usually don't leave the cupboard bare for the next coach. That's really a big deal for them, is that they've got, they've had some success and they've got a great junior class with some sophomores and freshmen coming in, and they feel like the program's going to still be moving forward. that's the moment, the best moment for them to move out and go to their next thing that they're going to do, because they're going to give that next coach coming in a chance to be successful also. So don't just look at the coaches that are struggling, look at the coaches that are really being successful year after year after year. They may have grown out of where they are now and they're moving on somewhere else. So that's something else to look at. But it all comes down to you vetting just a little deeper than what everyone else is vetting for. So I just wanted to bring that up because it's in the news, and you know, everyone's always is talking about the kids that are there. I get that this is a really big blow for them. And then also, if you think about for those kids, especially if you were a freshman or a sophomore, if you used our system, you have some other schools that we're interested in. You just happen to choose this particular school, but now you can probably go back and reach out and say, hey coach, you know, this situation happened over here. It was through no fault of mine. I don't have my scholarship anymore. Do you have room for me? You know, you guys were on my list too. I know I chose that other school, but I'd like an opportunity to come and play for you because you were on, you know, my top list, and for whatever reason I went this other way. But you guys also have my major, you know, there's other things. You want to reach out. Basically, you know, you can go in the transfer portal, but you want to reach out to some of those schools that you were looking at and you were vetting before that really fit what you want to do. So I just want to keep that in mind. I just want to throw this out real quick. I know it's in the news right now. And again, I don't know exactly what happened there. And I guess in a lot of ways, I won't dig any deeper into it. You guys can look into it yourselves. But using AthleticSOS, one of the big things we're trying to do is be a little bit different, a little bit more positioning for, you know, I talk about that all the time. And our vetting process is a little more rigorous than what other people are doing. They just want to go play, but we want to go play at the right place for the right reasons. And it doesn't mean everything's going to go right. It doesn't mean this could not have happened anyway. It doesn't mean those kids didn't do the right amount of vetting and this is the school that they chose for whatever reason they chose, but things changed on them. That coach that recruited them left. The new coach that came in decided that she wasn't going to keep any of the people there for whatever reason, and now you're out. And so things can happen no matter what, but you want to make sure they happen. You did the best you could, put yourself in the best position for it not to happen to you. All right, so that's it. Look down below. I'm giving you a code. I'm giving you the instructions. You can use AthleticSOS at no cost. There's no tricks there. Only thing that may happen is I will put in some offers and some opportunities for you guys.